One thing about heating up the garage when it's really cold out, it makes you feel like you're obligated to do a bunch of work, or else you just wasted all that heat. So I'm digging into the belly of the beast further. As you can see, there's piles and piles everywhere. And I ripped apart the trans that was in it, and got the reduction gears. Yeah, you got to take drums off, brakes off. It's disconnect them from the axle, from the springs, and the whole thing comes out as an assembly with the trans, and then from there you split the gear reduction. There's a clip on the axle and a gear and a bearing. Then you can slide the whole assembly off, which allows you to get to the other end, which there is another clip on the inside, and the gear on the end. You get the whole assembly out of there, and then you're down to the carcass of the trans. This is the one that I got from VW Darren, and I spent some time cleaning it up. I have a jug of new, like 5-gallon jug of parts washer. Whenever I do this kind of stuff, I pour fresh stuff into the can. Whenever's done, I dump it in the thing. But washed out the guts of it, took the plugs out of it, kind of rinsed it out every other way. It looks pretty good, pretty clean. The only thing I'm not quite sure of is I'm looking at on the top here. This one does not have the washer that you peen over. I forget the name off the top of my head. But to lock it. This one doesn't have it. That one does have it. And I'm looking at the old trans that I took out. And there's one on the top and one on the bottom. So, and again, the one outside is missing the one on top. So whether it's supposed to have it or not, I don't know. So I figure I'm going to take the one off my trans and put it on there and go with that, unless I see something goofy when I go to take it apart. But this is my old trans was taken apart. Somebody had this apart. It's all got blue silicone all over the edges. So I think whatever was wrong with it may have also been a pre-existing kind of thing that they just didn't fix right, So what else I got? Here's the left side. Kind of all segregated, and all the bits and pieces. I didn't have too much of a fatality. The only thing I had is broke a brake line, hard brake line on one side, and something else stupid. I have a gasket set. Hopefully I brought it out with me. There it is. It's in the box over there. It's a paper set. And seal. So punch that stuff in there and start putting it back together and see where we go. I think we'll be okay. Everything in my trans came up fairly clean too. I didn't see anything that was really nasty in any way. And I'm going to use the shift fork from the transmission outside. I think that one's a little bent that I have. And in the tail shafts, this one's got provisions for reverse light. This one does not. So definitely stick with that one. That must be earlier when they didn't have reverse light capacity. And maybe 67 was the first year for that. I don't know. I don't think so. So that'd be the one that goes on with the good shift fork. Again, look at all the silicone all over everything. So this was a part, and I don't think it was just taken care of. So I'll take my shot at it and see how I make out, and get this thing out of here. So we can get. I have a Toyota, a crushed Toyota work on. A friend's kid stuffed it in the nose, so they totaled it, and I'm gonna glue it back together for him. So he's ordered a bunch of stuff. That should be next week. So I figure when this is done, I'll work on the Toyota, and then hopefully after that I want to swap the position of this for the single cab and get some metal ordered and have at her. But I want to make sure this one's put away right, so that when springtime comes, I can just hop in it and go. All right, guys, I'm going to shut you down. I'm going to get back to it and use up some of that midnight pellets. Good night.